What's up, YouTube? Georgia Silver Hunter back, and today we'll be doing another $1,000 half-dollar hunt. These half dollars came from my local Fifth Third, which if you've been following my channel for any length of time, you know we normally get the square boxes of black rolled coins that come from Brinks. And when I showed up at my Fifth Third over the weekend to pick up my coins, they had these dreaded yellow Loomis rolls. And I get asked the question all the time, which rolls produce more silver for the Georgia Silver Hunter? And the answer is always the black Brinks boxes. Unfortunately, this is what we have today, and we're going to put that theory to the test to see if we can find any silver in these two boxes of halves. So let's get to it. So if this is your first time to the channel catching a video, we are hunting half dollars that I have ordered from the bank. They order from their armored car company, and they come in once a week for me, and I pick those boxes up. And we open those rolls, and we hunt them for anything that is odd or interesting, and with a main special attention for silver half dollars. And if you are unaware, 1965 to 1970, the U.S. Mint produced half dollars out of 40% silver, which means every half dollar from that time period is worth today about $3.50 in silver value alone. And from 1964 and prior, they made those half dollars out of 90% silver. So today, with premiums, that half dollar's worth about $10. So we always get excited when we find silver halves. Now, on top of that, we do have a checklist that you can find in the description down below this video that has a handful of mint errors and varieties that we'll be looking for that include things like no FG coins or double die obverses, things like that. You are welcome to go down in the description and find that link and download the checklist for yourself. Now, what I'm doing right now is just edge hunting for silver. As I said in the opener, I don't find a lot of silver in these Loomis rolls, so I'm not too hopeful. So I definitely will be going back and looking at each and every one of these coins for potential varieties and errors. The other thing we'll have our eye out for is NIFCs, otherwise, or really spelled out, that's not intended for circulation coins. And they are 1970, 1987, and 2002 to 2020. And you'll see that I'll just bypass a bunch of these really shiny coins. Those are typically going to be your 2021s, 2022s, and possibly 2023s. And due to COVID, the Mint released a ton of those half dollars into circulation, even though they were produced to not be intended for circulation. To help with the coin shortage, they released millions and millions and millions of those coins into circulation. So we will not be collecting those. So far, this has been pretty unfruitful, or what's the right word? We haven't found much so far. Granted, I haven't really dug in looking for too many super shiny coins. So far, they've all been just 2021s. So I'm going to open two more on camera. After that, I'll go off camera hunting these rolls for anything of interest. And if we do find something, I'll be sure to bring you in and we'll talk all about it. So last roll here, roll number 10. All right, we've got some shiny stuff in here. Let's see what we got. There's a 2000. Bicentennial, and a 1971. All right, well, I'll bring you in as soon as we find something interesting. We've got rolls 19 and 20 laid out in front of us, and we've come across our first find of the hunt. It is not a great one. It's not intended for circulation half dollar, and you can tell that it has obviously been circulated. 2008 Denver. Not supposed to be there, and when we say not intended for circulation, let me show you in Red Book what I mean. Once you get into the 2000s, like here's 2001 before the NIFCs, 21 million, 19 million, so on and so forth. But once you get into those NIFCs, the numbers drop drastically because these were only made for collectors. So when we get down here to the 2008 D, we got 1.7 million made in total. And you'll see the little D there means not issued for circulation. So I know the 2024 red books are out. If you don't have this resource for your coin roll hunts, I do highly recommend it. And I do have the Amazon affiliate link for the 2024 red book in the description down below this video if it's a book that's good for you. I use it in nearly every coin roll hunt that I do. So we're still getting through those last two rolls. We're actually on to roll number 20 now, and we've come across our next find, which is a 2014 Denver NIFC. You can see those circulation marks, but this coin's actually in fairly decent condition. And I do have my red book out over here just so we can look at those mintages again. So 2014, you'll notice there's a lot of different types of 2014s in here, but we have the regular Denver at 2.1 million. There is a 2014D high relief with a super low mintage of 197,608, and it just says that for the 50th anniversary of the Kennedy half dollar in 2014, the U.S. Mint issued an uncirculated 2-coin set featuring a Kennedy half dollar from Philadelphia, one from Denver, and it is in a high relief. And I'll put pictures up here on the screen so you can see the difference. This is the regular one, though, based on everything I've been able to ascertain. And believe it or not, the lower relief one, the regular one, you actually have more hairlines than in the high relief one. So you'll see what I'm talking about in the pictures that I'll post now. So we'll be getting through rolls 26 through 30, and here's roll number 27 right here. We've come across our next find. We've got a pretty decent looking 2020 Philadelphia, the last year of our NIFCs, and like our last ones, I went ahead and pulled out red book just to have a quick look. We're at 5.4 million, which is pretty high for the NIFCs. So we got rolls, what is this, 36 through 40 out on the table. And actually, we're on roll number 38 right now. And we have our next find of the box. Looks like this one's just going to be good for NIFCs. We've got a 2007 Philly. I think it's is it our earliest NIFC? Yep, the oldest one before was a 2008. So let's see here, 2007 Philly, we are looking at 2.4 million made. So we are literally on the very last roll, and we've come across the coolest NIFC in my mind you're going to find that's not made of silver, and that is this 1987 Denver. Now, we got a little ring of death on this one. It's seen some circulation, but if you don't know, the 87s were only made in mint sets. They were not released as rolls to the public. And let's see here. I've got to go back a ways in the book to get to 87 here. 87 Philly, both of them 2.89 million. And let's see here. We've got a B on here, not issued for circulation, included with mint and souvenir sets. So pretty cool finding 87s. They're one of the hardest NIFCs to find outside of the 1970, which is 40% silver. All right, well, that wraps this box up. We've still got that one little open hole there because we do have some finds, and I'm probably going to toss many of these back. But as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, I do NIFC full sets of books and sell them through my store at gacoinsandcollectibles.com. So just to go back through our NIFCs, we had an 87 Denver, we had a 2007 Philly, 2008 Denver, 2014 Denver, and a 2020 Philly. And I did end up with a handful of decent-looking 2022s. And when I sell my NIFC books, I do include the 2021 and 2022, even though they are technically not an NIFC. And I'm just going to see if these upgrade any of the ones that I currently have in those sets. So with that said, I'm going to go through, keep what I need to keep, toss back what we're going to toss back, and get into box number 2. All right, well, here we are with box number 2. Looks a lot like box number 1, and as I said in the beginning of the video, I don't get a lot of silver in these Loomis rolls, so I'm not real hopeful, but we're going to hunt them. I'm not going to bring you in for every NIFC like I did the first box, because honestly, once you've seen one, you've kind of seen them all, and in the interest of keeping the video shorter, we'll forego bringing you in on each one of those finds. Now, if we do happen to come across some silver or some errors, varieties, things like that, I will be sure to bring you in. So with that, I do want to open at least maybe 3 rolls on camera just to see what these things are looking like. And just in case we do happen to get lucky and find a little silver early. So a little hotbed of 2021s right here. Let's see here, 79, 98, And we got a hold coin. That'd be a miscellaneous if we wanted to keep track. I'll go ahead and put that up on the board. So we call these miscellaneous because people back in the day would drill holes in these and make necklaces out of them. So we call them hold coins or necklace coins. And they're fairly common. So let's see here. This is roll number 2. I think we're going to have a lot of 2021s in this box. Got a purple colored edge there, a 96. And another 2021. And let's do one more before I go off camera. See what we get here. Lots of super shiny edges. Lots and lots of them. So probably 2 more 21s. That's a 22 Philly, 22 Philly, 21 Philly, and 21 Philly. A nice 83 with an FG. All right, folks. Well, like I said, going off camera. Hopefully, I'll bring you in soon. So I'm just bringing you in at the halfway point to give you an idea of what we're seeing. Lots of 2021s, lots of 2022s, but we did come across a Philly in Denver, 2023, a 2006 Denver, a 2019 Philly, and of course we had that hold coin that you saw me open in those first 3. But other than that, it's been a really slow box. So we were getting through rolls 31 through 35, and I've got 33 down here on the table, and I missed this when I opened the rolls because normally when you see a big, thick, shiny edge, which this one's just kind of big and thick, it's not shiny, it's a proof, and it just so happens it is a proof. It's just a really well circulated and really fairly damaged proof. San Francisco minted 1999. It is clad, not silver. You can see the big copper line in there. So no real value here other than someone pulled this from a mint set or a proof set and spent it. So I always hang on to all the proofs I find unless they're really, really bad. This one is at least passable, so we're going to hang on to it. Well, that's going to do it for box number 2. And you see I still have my open one because we've got to backfill things we don't want to keep there to complete out this box. But we did have a few finds. This 1999 San Francisco clad proof is probably the coolest coin of the find, albeit a really, really bad proof. Something I'll hang on to, though, just because I like to keep them because they're not supposed to be in circulation. Not a lot of value there beyond 50 cents, especially due to its condition. We did get a Philly in Denver 2003 NIFC, an 05, an 06, let's see here, an 09, a 2012, 2014, or 2017, sorry, 2019, and a 2020 Denver. Outside of that, we had 2 hold coins, which we would typically call just a miscellaneous coin. No value here, just kind of interesting things we find along the way that we point out. Again, typically a necklace coin. These have kind of very weirdly off-center holes. Usually you find them top dead center of Kennedy's head or just above the monument here so they can be worn as a necklace. So 2 fairly uneventful boxes. As I said in the intro, I have horrible, horrible luck with my Loomis Wrapped Half Dollars, and I typically stay away from banks that use that type of coin. For that reason, I've just heard rumblings that in the metro Atlanta area they are experimenting with pulling out silver or using third-party companies to pull the silver out. I don't know if that's true. It's just what I've heard. So I've just altogether, like if a bank has them, I'll grab them and search them, but I go out of my way typically to ensure I don't get them. We did have a lot of decent NIFC finds though, so if you're a coin collector, you're working on some books, by all means, get yourself some Loomis boxes and go through them because you never know what you might find. I have found a lot of proofs in those boxes, so, again, just for you collectors out there, could still be interesting. So with that, we're at the end. I do have some more boxes on order this week. Hopefully they'll all end up being Brinks boxes, and I'll be sure to make videos out of all of them. I should have 4 boxes actually coming this week, which is pretty cool. With that said, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you drop on down below. Let me know. Click that like button and leave me a comment. As it turns out, only about 30%, 25% of my viewers are actually subscribers of the channel. So if you do enjoy my videos, if you do find yourself watching more than 1 or 2 or 3 of them, please do take this moment to go down and click on that subscribe button and then click that little bell and select all so you get notified each and every time I do release a new video. And of course, I am really, really close to 10,000 subscribers and I'd really appreciate your help in getting there. Special shout out to all my channel members. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel month after month. I really, really appreciate it. With that, I don't have a whole lot else to tell you. I got a lot of half-dollar boxes coming. I'll have to go and see this weekend if I can find some other stuff to hunt, like nickels or pennies or quarters or something like that. I've been getting a lot of requests for penny videos lately, so maybe I'll grab me a box of pennies if I can find one. So with that, you guys take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.